Problem set 1.1 on page 9. Just going to go through a little bit from each section just to make sure you're familiar with what's happening here. So if you're on page 9 with me in problem set 1.1, let's go ahead and get started. Going to start with the numbers 13 through 20, and let's just go ahead and start with number 14. It's given me, and I'm just doing this on the board here just so you can kind of follow a little bit easier rather than just hearing me talk. Alright, so number 14, they give me a number 74,003,782. So I'm going to put that in my right spaces here. They have a 782, a 3, a 0, a 0, and then they have a 75 in the millions position. And what they're asking me is where certain numbers lie. So remember, this is my units, tens, 20s. These are my thousands. And these are my millions. So in this particular one, they're asking me where the 5 is here. Well, my 5 is right there. But what place value is that 5? Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I'm here in the millions. So this is the single millions. This is the 10, 20, 30, 40s. And this is the 100, 200, 300, 400 millions position. So this one here is in the units position. So I would say that it is in the millions position rather than the 10 millions or the 100 millions or the thousands. So where is this 3 right here? The 3 is in the thousands position. This 0 here is in the 10,000s, and this 0 here is in the 100,000s. So that's what they're going to be asking you on 13 to 20. Is they're going to give you a list of numbers and just ask you where that 5 is, what place value that 5 is, and you're going to say 100 millions, millions, 10,000s, 100,000s, etc. Alright, numbers 21 through looks like 36. What they're doing is you're giving you some numbers and asking you to write them in expanded form. And if you remember, expanded form is just taking the first number, taking each number, and then putting the number of zeros depending on how many digits are to the right of it. So I'm going to write a 3, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 digits to the right of it. So I'm going to put 3 zeros there. Plus sign. A 7. How many digits are to the right of the 7? 1, 2. So I'm going to put 2 zeros here. A 6. How many digits to the right? 1. Put 1 0 there, and then put my last number 2. Obviously no zeros to the right there, and you're good to go there. If they give you something like 5,673,524, you do it the same way. 5 is going to be a little bit longer though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Plus 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3, let's put the 3 down here. 1, 2, 3 zeros. 5 with 2 zeros. 2 with 1 0, and 4 with no 0. So it's a little bit longer expansion, but really not any more difficult. So those are the problems up through 36. So on the next page, page number 10, 37, all the way to 58. What they've done is they've given you the numbers and they're asking you to write them in words. So actually, if you can say them, you can write them. So, 23,540, that's what you're going to write. Remember the 23, you get a hyphen there between the 20 and the 3. 23,540. And you're good. No and in there. A hyphen here between my tens and my units digit 23, but 40, I don't have a 44 or anything to put a hyphen there, so it just stays 40. And you're good to go with that one. So that gets you all the way to number 58. Alright, so if you look from 59 to 68, All they're doing there is they give you the problem in words, and they want you to write it numerically. So that to me is where our little space come in easy to really help you. So if you look at something like 62, 123,000. Well, my thousands are in this section here, because this is my units, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, 100,000. So on number 62 it says 123,000. Well, 123 is going to fill up all three of these blanks here. And because that is the thousands position, that's where I put my 123. Then it says 61. Well, where does 61 go here? Well, it goes right here, 61. I didn't say hundreds, so there's nothing there. And because I have a number here and a number here and nothing there, I put a 0 on there. And there's my 123,061. All right. So that's all there is to that problem set 1.1. You can go ahead and get started on it. If you need to look back at the video, feel free to do so.